Today I'm just gonna delete the Airbox and put on the high flow cone filter. I have the big bore kit in the house, but it's still a little cold to take that all apart. So we'll put the filter on, and I'm gonna find a new place to mount the CDI. Have the tack, that's working good. Now it counts the hours, we're up to 1.8. Almost at 3,000 kilometers. So yeah, we'll delete this Airbox and put the high flow filter on. I didn't really have to take this cover off, but I didn't know where the screws were to get the box off, so that gave me more visibility. It's pretty simple, there's just 2 bolts at the bottom, and that takes the Airbox off. And then remove the 1 screw holding the hose to the carburetor, and you can slip the hose off. The extra black hose that I left dangling from the stock Airbox was to vent the crankcase, so eventually I would want to cover that with a filter. So I'm all done now. I have the whole Airbox removed from here. I didn't put a filter on this yet. I'm just gonna leave it dangling for right now. And I'll probably just let it warm up, take it for a test ride, and see how the filter sounds. So I didn't really like the way that sounded. It just sounds like it's got a bad exhaust with this thing. So we're taking this filter back off. And I'm gonna put this one back on. It almost seems faster. So I'm just putting the stock filter back on. There's a lot of talk in the R32 world about the high flow filters not doing any good compared to the stock filters, and this kind of makes me believe it. Definitely felt like I had less performance with that filter on. So I was just looking it over because this front fender was touching back here where it's all broken, and I didn't know if the zip ties weren't holding or what was going on. And this whole panel just comes right out. It was broken there, so that's not going to do anything. So we're going to have to make some more zip tie repairs on that. So here's my new big bore kit for the scooter. The first one I got was missing parts, so instead of having the guy send the new parts that were missing, I just decided to return the whole thing because the piston was a little damaged. And I've already had this one open, so I pretty much know what to expect. One other thing to point out is the last kit I ordered had the valve head. It had the bigger valve head, and this one is not. This one just mounts up to the regular stock valve head, so that'll be a little bit easier. Not that it really makes a difference as far as installing, because it'll be tough either way, but the other one had the oil pump gear and a bunch of other stuff. It was more involved. It had the camshaft, and it was also a 50mm piston. This time, after reading some of the forum stuff, I went with a 47mm piston, and this should bring it up to 80 cc's from 50. Get the rings here, gaskets, and piston rod and clips. Try not to dump anything out here, but there's the name brand if you can see it. I believe it's GILXAL. Amazing isn't enough is their slogan, or GLIXAL. Sorry about that. There's the piston. It looks to be in better condition than the last one. The last one had like a big chip in it, kinda. And there we go. So the next time it's nice out, we'll install that. And I don't know, that air filter didn't really work out. I don't like how that sounds. Maybe once I get this and the new carb installed, I'll put the air filter on.